So hopefully I can show this a little more clearly. So you can see it easier. This little thing goes right in here, like that. See? Then you take this little ring, stick it in, not that side, but this side with the little ridge there. Stick it down in there, push it in, good and hard. And you take this, and you stick it on there and push it down on so that it's pushed all the way in. See? You want it to be pushed in as far as it can go. Otherwise, air gets through and then your milker won't work right, and that's really frustrating. So that's on there. So then you take your lid, and you always want to turn this part. This here is the air hose, where the air hose would connect. You always want to turn this back and a little to the side, like out here, because this, if you see, will come up here, and if you had this turned like this, your air hose would be blocked and have to be turned all around that. So you want it kind of angled like so. And make sure this little thing is screwed up all the way. And this is, it kind of like pops down into there. And let's see, which pulsator do I want to use? So you stick it on this side of it, and you take, oops, sorry, this angled end here, and you slide it onto there. I'm not sure if I can do it with one hand. You slide it on, and you can screw this part down a little bit to make it sturdier so that you can actually really push it on. But you want to push it all the way back. I don't know if you can see in there. It's kind of dark, but yeah, you push it all the way back like that. Because if you don't get it pushed all the way back, it again will leak air and you will have problems milking. So then you tighten this down. Sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm recording. You tighten this down really tight, like so. And once you have it on there, you can turn this part of the, if I can do it with one hand, the lid keeps turning. You can turn this part, but you cannot turn this very easily. It's stuck in there pretty good, unless you unscrew this like that, and then you can rotate it and turn it as you need it, and then screw it back on like so. So then you take this ring, stick it in. I'm using my old stuff to give you just an idea. And you want to stick it so that, see how this ridge is here? There's a little ridge. This side there's no ridge, flat. You want to stick the flat part in. Again, if you don't do that, it won't seal right, and it's really frustrating. So then you stick this all on here, like so. Turn this up, and it snaps on, just like that. And yeah, so once in a while, if you accidentally get the lid off to like one side, there will be a big gap under here. You can't see it, but you'll feel it. And sometimes it gets unsealed, and you just have to adjust the lid and then snap it back on if it's not getting enough pressure for this thing to tick or to pulsate, whatever. And then let's see, I wanted to show you this part of the claw. Now on this would be attached your air hoses, or the air, whatever they're called, these things right here. These parts here would be attached onto this here, like so, and then they would connect to your shells. This connects onto this part like so. And anyway, so pretend this is all connected and you have the floppy rubber parts all there, and nice little thingy doohickey there. Anyway, so then you assemble the bowl here, and this can come out. I don't take it out because it doesn't really need to be taken out. It doesn't really get dirty. Anyway, so you take this little puffer part here and this, and see, once again, this is flat, this is dipped in. You want the dipped in up, if I remember right. I haven't done this for a little bit, so stick it in the hole. This is hard to do with one hand. And then can't do this with one hand. Anyway, you stick it on there. Let's see if I can get myself to support this. Whoops. Like so. Okay, never mind. Maybe I can... Ah, here we go. I think like so. Push it in all the way. This is an odd angle to do this. Anyway, I'll get it on quickly. There. Okay. Now it's on. As you can see, it goes up and down like so. Up, down. And this turns here, and you want to snap it in like that. That makes it so you can milk. When you want to stop milking and the claw's on the cow, you'll be able to turn this knob, turn it like so, and pull it up, straight up, and it'll suction down there and stop all the airflow, and then you can get the claw off. And this little ring also comes off, and can you see if I can get it to focus on the ring. It's not focusing, but there's ridges on this side. This is an old one. Once again, it's dirty trash, but it goes, the really ridgy part goes down into here, and you just smush it down in there like so. There, it's all in there. And then once you have your claw on, this will be your the air hose from your, that actually attach to the vacuum pump. These two are. These go to the claw. These actually attach to the vacuum pump and stuff. If I remember right. They might attach to that through a cord. Yes, that's right. But anyways, it's vacuum hose air, this is. So you'll have your vacuum hose attached to here, over to here, and this will have its milk hose attached to here. And you just go like this, turn it, and whoops, not left-handed, okay, right hand, and you just turn it on to there like so. And now this one, I knew there was something I wanted to tell you about it, but see how it's a little off? It angles a little off to the side, that's okay. It just is that way. It's been that way since I got it. It's never bothered it. But that's the way it should look, like that. And then you'll be able to just hang it up. Your hoses will be hanging down and stuff attached to there. But hopefully that makes it, helps, you know, make a little more sense. This is another pulsator. This one, for whatever reason, is a little harder to get on to this bottom part down here. I don't know why. I've never been able to figure out why. But anyways, so yeah, hopefully this gives you a little insight on how to use it. And yeah, so let me know if you have more questions. Okay, you guys, sorry in advance for the jumpy video and just yeah, my umming and this, that, and whatever else, because I just forget what to say or where I'm at when I'm talking, all that good stuff. So anyways, this is the air hose double barrel. I have 5 feet here of it, of both milk hose and air hose. So we want to attach this air hose to this and to this right here. So I'm going to set my phone up somewhere so that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, because I can't hold it and do that at the same time. It just doesn't work. So anyway, just so. Okay, so hopefully I don't knock my phone off here. And hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. So we want to attach our vacuum hose onto here. The rubber is a little old, so it's not going on as easy, but you know, if you have new rubber, it's just as hard to get on. So yeah, you attach this like so. Can you see? Yeah. And it doesn't have to be on there all the way. Like, can you see? It's not quite on all the way. That's okay. Anyways, so there, that's attached on that end. And then you take and attach this right here to this right here. Oops, right here. So, very simple. Just wiggle it up and down on there. Whoops. Figured that happened. Anyway, I can show you. Wiggle it on there. And if you hold on to right here, the whole thing, and push against this hand, then you won't push your lid off or, you know, knock it off, because this lid can move. Like, see how it moves? And you don't really want that, because you'll knock your seal under here around, and I guess you could open it up and put it back on again, but it just kind of messed things up a little bit. But anyways, so you wiggle this one on. Let's see if we can do it. That's far enough for now. And really, you don't need it much further than that. So you got your whole air hose hooked up to your claw, and on there. And then now you need to do your milk hose, which you put on here and on here. Now this one is very, very, very hard to get on. I've cried before trying to get the hose on this end here. So I found that you can just get your finger, make sure your hands are clean, but get your finger a little wet, get this part wet, and the inside of the hose a little wet. Like, dip your finger down in it, but make sure your hands are clean, because you don't want to put bacteria in there. Dip your hand in water, get that a little wet, and then wiggle this onto there, because otherwise, or you can also heat this up in hot water, stick it in some really hot water for a while, and then put it on here. Same deal. Just, you're trying to get the plastic either wet or a little more pliable. But this is actually fairly easy to get onto here. Let me see if I can get my phone to stay up on here without falling off. I'll try and be careful. So you just take and hold on to your lid and your bucket here. Oops, stuff is falling. And you just kind of wiggle it around till it slips on. And again, you don't really need it that far on. It's surprising how little you need it on there to actually have the milk, or it not fall off. As long as your cow is calm, these things should stay on. And really, you could do a decent amount of wiggling on here and it still doesn't come off, you know. So, it's not that difficult. And, so, yeah, when I go to wash everything, I take all of this apart. But, like for a deep clean. But if I just am doing a quick wash, I leave, I take the air hose completely off of the claw and off the milker here, the pulsator and stuff. So I would remove it. Whoops. So you want to just remove the rubber, the air hose off. I forgot to tighten this down tighter. Take this off like this. Take this one just turns like counterclockwise, clockwise to get it on, like this, counterclockwise to get it off, and then peel this off, and you hang your air hose, your milk hose up separately, and this will stay attached to whatever end I had it on, this end. It'll stay on there. You can just leave it on. Unless you're deep cleaning it, then you want to take it off. But it can just stay on there and air dry on there. And then this, just snap the lid off, take it off, take out this. You want this to dry separately, and all this can dry as it is. But you know, when you're doing a deep clean, you want to make sure and take every bit of this apart. You know, take this out, open up this, you know, take this off, take this out, you know, leave it that way. Unscrew this, pull this forward like that, so it's off there. Pull this out, your lids like this, take out this, and this can be a little hard to get out, but you pull this up. Believe me, I've cried over this one trying to get it out because it can be very hard to get out. And then you have in here a little ring. You just push it out from the back like that. It's easier when it's wet because everything just slides around. Rubber does better that way. This here, you just push on the point, pops out. Wash all of this, scrub it like, hopefully you could see that, scrub it super good. Yeah, so anyway, that's my short little video.